Welcome students, I am Vinita Prasad with the video lecture on the poem An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum written by Stephen Spender, taken from the book Flamingo, Class 12. Here you will get the explanation of the stanza 2. On sour green walls, donations, Shakespeare's head, cloudless at dawn, civilized dome, riding all cities, belt flowering, Tyrolese valley, open-handed map, awarding the world its world. And yet, for these children, these windows, not this map, their world, where all their futures painted with a fog, a narrow street sealed in with a lead sky, far, far from rivers, gates, and stars of wars. Students, we have seen the stanza 1, which opens with a dull and dreary description of the students in the classroom. The second stanza, the poet describes the slum classroom and the classroom contents. The word sour used to describe the cream walls of the classroom that indicates its derelict condition. The color sour cream or off-white color suggests the decaying, dull aspect and pathetic condition of the lives of the children in a slum school. So, what does sour cream wall describes? It describes the dull color of the wall that signifies the neglect of these classrooms and the education of these children. The color sour cream or off-white suggests the decaying, dull aspect and pathetic condition of the lives of the children in a slum school. The children are from lowest strata of the society. They are the children of proletarians. The children of the slum live a life of drudgery. They are the unsung fighters who live through hunger, hardships, disease and as victims of social injustice. The classroom is full of donations, the maps, beautiful pictures and Shakespeare's bust that give the students hope of something outside their dreary existences. These are gifts from the very hands that clamp them down in their economic and social position. The donations may give a glimpse of other world to the students, but not of their world. Their world means not of the world of the slum children. The students do not perceive their world as like the one depicted in the classroom's donations. Contradicting their state and the slum children are Shakespeare's bust indicating erudition, the picture of a clear sky at dawn and a beautiful Tyrolese valley indicating beauty of nature and hope, dome of an ancient city, building standing for civilization and progress and a world awarding the children the world. The lines open-handed map awarding the world its map could refer to the map of the world hanging on the wall of the classroom, giving or showing everyone the outside world to explore and to know. But the world of the slum children is the limited world that can be seen through the windows of the classroom. That is the narrow lanes, narrow streets. Walls of the classroom are dirty yellow in color. To these children, the world is not the one shown in these pictures. The stars means that as the stars shine in the dark sky, similarly the light of knowledge and education could brighten these children's future, but they are far, far away from it. Spender, in line 9 to 16, paints a vivid picture of slum's classroom for us. Everything that is found on the wall is the exact opposite of the reality. That is the lives of these slum children. In their lives, there is no intellectual stimulation, there is no marvels of architecture, not even the beauty of gushing wind, rivers or valleys filled with flowers. Prominently displayed on the wall is the picture of Shakespeare, a symbol of learning and high academic standard. There is also another portrait of a dome to represent man's achievement in architecture, and this is positioned against a bright clear dawn, suggesting that such architecture means the beginning of a new era of civilization. Another portrait represents in an Austrian valley which is covered with flowers and is so beautiful. But even this civilization are the distant illusion for the slum children in the classroom. Everything in the classroom is a reminder how far removed they are from that reality. Every donation is a reminder that somebody wealthy has done an act of charity towards them. Instead of increasing their self-esteem, it made them to feel even more deprived, as it reminds them time and time again of poverty and needs they have in their lives. It all serves only to increase their frustration. To these children, the windows which opens to them only shows a grey sky and a foggy future which never changes. Their future is bleak, unknown and dreary. Their world life is confined within the narrow streets of the slum, enclosed by the dull sky far away from rivers, seas that indicate adventure and learning, and from the stars that stand from words that can empower their future. Lead sky means a dull sky or a dimly lit sky. The narrow street is metaphor. Here the poet has used the poetic device, that is metaphor. The narrow street is a metaphor for their future which is limited. Sealed with a lead sky again is a metaphor. It indicates sealed with grey colored sky. This symbolizes the bleak, dull life and future of the slum children. The children in an elementary school classroom in a slum are trapped by their social and economic status as children of proletarians. Education is said to be similar to the rising sun, as it spreads light in all lives, just as the sun spreads sunlight in all the cities. Education also enlightens us. The poster of the Tyrolese Valley, which is in the mountains of Austria, is full of churches and flowers, which symbolizes a beautiful creation of nature. In lines 11 to 16, Spender further describes the classroom. The map of the world serves only to increase their frustration. It describes in detail a sharp contrast to the boundaries of the classroom, which are limitations that make this room into a prison for the children. In saying that the map is awarding the world its world, Spender seems to suggest that there are two worlds. A world where there is so much surplus that it can give, and there is another world which has so much deprivation that it can only receive. In other words, there are two worlds, one of privileged and one of lack. For the map of the world has the symbols like the sun and ships. They all represent adventure. They all represent widening and broadening horizon and endless possibilities that are open to people who can find themselves on the seas. This contrast with the narrow streets of the slum and the fog-filled atmosphere with the leaden sky only complicates this particular image. The narrow street represents the restricted offers and opportunities that are open to the slum children. The leaden sky and foggy atmosphere only serve to represent a future of the slum children, that there is no vistas opening for them. Even the sky above their head is not clear and is marred by pollution from the industries. The slums are so congested that the sun hardly reaches them. So literally and figuratively, they live in darkness. Maps and the good literature may raise hopes and aspirations which will never be fulfilled without opportunity. It is all meaningless for those whose lives are engulfed in darkness and a never-ending fog. Their world is of narrow streets and their landscape has no rivers or lakes. Thank you.